external tiling systems for porcelain tiles. This CPD is presented by Norcros Adhesives Limited and accredited by the Royal Institute of British Architects. This video provides a brief introduction to Norcros Adhesives.
Norcros Adhesives is part of the Norcros Group, and alongside sister company Johnson Tiles, it is based at the heart of the UK ceramics industry in Stoke-on-Trent. The company is a leading British manufacturer. The product range includes branded adhesives, grouts and surface preparation products. Quality is vital to Norcros Adhesives, so only the finest raw materials are used, along with increasing proportions of recycled materials. Strict quality control checks are performed on all incoming materials upon delivery. The modern, fully automated manufacturing and packaging plant employs lean manufacturing techniques for the high-volume production of polymer-modified powder adhesives, grouts and screeds, together with professional performance ready-mixed adhesives. Once the products are manufactured, the extensive care doesn't stop there. Each batch is individually tested, and high-tech machinery seals and palletizes each bag. Investment in state-of-the-art machinery at all stages of the production and packaging process enables Norcros Adhesives to manufacture, package and distribute technically advanced products within very precise manufacturing parameters, and with a minimum of wastage and environmental impact. Norcros Adhesives takes its environmental responsibilities seriously and is ISO 14001 accredited for reducing waste and improving resource efficiency. Norcros Adhesives continually refines and develops its product range, improving existing products and adding innovative new ones. The company's future growth comes through continued innovation and rigorous R&D to create the next generation of adhesives. This is the way Norcros Adhesives keeps one step ahead of its competitors. The company's recent investment in a new skills centre allows for the delivery of a wide range of practical courses for tilers and retailers, giving real insight into product development and installation techniques. In this way, investment by Norcros Adhesives is benefiting the industry as a whole. The Skills Centre enables Norcros Adhesives to deliver RIBA-accredited CPD courses, which are a welcome resource for architects, helping to drive up product knowledge and technical expertise within the industry. As well as theoretical training, students also get the chance to try out practical skills that they have learned. Exceptional training support is at the heart of the Norcros Job Done ethos. The Technical Helpline is a one-stop resource for advice and support on products, system installation and more. Site visits, technical reports and remedial advice are always available. All Norcros products come with a lifetime guarantee. It's the company's promise to the industry. It all adds up to a success story in manufacturing, sales and distribution for Norcros Adhesives. It is the one-stop shop for high-quality, British-made products.
Rock-Tight Exterior System. The Rock-Tight system is a three-part system for fixing increasingly popular 20mm external porcelain and stone tiles. Norcros Rock-Tight Exterior Porcelain and Stone System comprises a primer, a mortar or alternative mortar additive option, and a brush-in grout. It is designed for use by landscapers and garden designers, as well as tile fixers. This is where internal tiled space is being extended to terrace or patio areas outside a building, which is part of a long-term lifestyle trend to enhance living areas by making better use of external space. Norcros Rock-Tight system is simple and straightforward to use. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. It allows home designers to come up with a durable and effective solution for working with the new generation of 20mm porcelain and stone tiles, so that they can complete jobs which accord with current fashions and are entirely on trend. In today's CPD, we aim to cover these learning objectives. What are the changing trends in external paving? Why is the new generation of 20mm porcelain tiles superior to traditional paving or decking options? What are the potential issues for external installation of porcelain tiles? how to overcome these issues with modern technology or tiling systems. Section 1. External tiling trends. In this section, we will review the current key trends in external tiling. Changing trends of external tiling. Gardens and outdoor spaces are increasingly becoming an extension of an indoor space. A survey performed by the Royal Institution of Chartered Surveyors in May 2020 showed that 81% of British real estate agents expect there to be an increase in desire for properties with gardens or balconies over the next 2 years. Lifestyle changes following the coronavirus lockdown measures introduced in March 2020 have also increased the demand for properties with larger outdoor areas. A recent key trend in the tiling market is the extension of internal tiled space to terrace or patio areas outside a building. This is part of a long-term lifestyle trend to enhance living areas by making better use of external space. The introduction of 20mm external porcelain tiles keeps in line with this trend, allowing similar tiles to be used both inside and outside, creating a seamless transition from internal to external living space in and around the home. Traditional outdoor areas. Traditionally, outdoor areas may be covered with concrete pavers or timber decking. The use of timber decking is going out of fashion as it can quickly look tired. When wet, due to rain or frost, decking can become extremely slippery, which could become a health and safety hazard. Continuously wet decking can cause the growth of fungus, and the tannin in the timber can react to form a black stain. The resultant stained decking requires cleaning to remove any black mold or discoloration. If the decking is constantly exposed to wet conditions, the timber can rot, which will require maintenance to fix and may even require repair. The surface of the decking can also be damaged by ultraviolet light, which can reduce its life. Concrete pavers are capable of withstanding large amounts of weight, are durable, and last a long time. However, disadvantages include aesthetics, cleaning, and maintenance. Weeds can grow in the cracks between the tiles, and the roots of the weeds can cause the slabs to move. Due to the color of concrete paving, it is often considered a dull option with not many design opportunities. Concrete is also susceptible to staining by organic matter such as mold or moss. It requires relatively high amounts of cleaning and maintenance to keep the pavers looking in their best condition. In summary, both concrete paving and timber decking require high amounts of cleaning and maintenance to keep them in their best condition. Tiles and stone for outdoor areas. Tiles and stone can make outdoor space look smart and attractive. Just as inside your home, you can opt for man-made tiles or real stone versions for the exterior. Natural stone is generally the more expensive option. It provides a natural finish, as each tile is unique and has an inherent pattern and color variations. Man-made tiles such as porcelain are becoming increasingly popular. For example, porcelain provides a much more contemporary and clean look than traditional concrete or stone slabs. With the advances in print technology and 3D textured surfaces, it's hard to tell the difference from the wood or stone effects of porcelain tiles from their naturally occurring counterparts. They can create either a pleasing neutral surface or patterned designs using geometric patterns, hexagons, and mosaic effects. Porcelain tiles and stone, appropriate for both indoor and outdoor areas, can create a continuous surface, for example from a kitchen or conservatory with sliding doors, extending to a patio area in the garden. Section 2. 20mm porcelain tiles. In this section, we will look at the features of 20mm thick porcelain tiles in more detail and their applications. What are porcelain tiles? Porcelain is a type of ceramic. The major difference between porcelain tile and ceramic tile is how it's made. Both tiles are made from a clay mixture that's fired in a kiln. But porcelain contains more refined clay and is fired at higher temperatures. This makes porcelain tiles more dense and more durable than ceramic. That's why porcelain tiles are more expensive than ceramic tiles, and are also generally considered to be of higher quality. Typically, a porcelain tile for internal use would be around 10 mm thick. Extra strong 20 mm thick porcelain tiles are nowadays widely presented in the portfolio of the major European tile brands. The elevated thickness of 20 mm makes these porcelain slabs ideal for outdoor installation. The outstanding technical characteristics and performance of this material is considered an optimum finishing solution for heavy traffic areas in a commercial setting and for outdoor use. Key features: 20 mm porcelain tiles are ideal for external use. The 20 mm thickness increases the strength of the tiles, making them resistant to heavy loads, stresses and thermal shock, which could damage outdoor tiles between 9 mm and 12 mm thickness. Porcelain tiles are moisture resistant, meaning that they absorb very little water. However, if submerged in water long enough, a small amount of water will be absorbed into the tile body. The British standard definition of a porcelain tile is a ceramic fully vitrified tile with water absorption of 0.5% or less. It is important that tiles intended for external use have low water absorption, as they will be exposed to rain, snow and frost, which could have an adverse effect on more porous-bodied tiles. It also minimizes any damage that may be caused by the use of cleaning or de-icing chemicals. Porcelain tiles are not affected by ultraviolet rays, meaning that there is none of the aesthetic damage or discoloration generally seen on timber decking. Even when it is exposed to direct sunlight, no color fading occurs. Porcelain tiles are one of the easiest floor coverings to maintain, primarily as their moisture-resistant characteristics make them difficult to stain. The process of cleaning generally begins with dusting or vacuum cleaning to remove any debris. In the case of external tiles, this may be pebbles, leaves, or other organic matter. In general, porcelain tiles tend to be more expensive than ceramic tiles. However, this cost is outweighed by the fact that they are hard-wearing and have a higher durability than the more porous ceramic-bodied tiles. They are easy to maintain and suitable for both internal and external use. The higher porosity of ceramic tiles means that they are more suitable for use indoors. If porcelain tiles are installed, maintained and treated correctly, it is estimated that they have a lifespan of around 50 years in a residential setting. Sustainability. Porcelain has an extended life compared to other alternatives mentioned, including ceramic. Responsible manufacturers respond and work towards net zero and/or carbon neutral targets. In the life of a porcelain tile, the main energy consumed is in the kiln for the process, of approximately 15 to 20 minutes. However, the tile often outlives the building in which it is installed, with a minimum average life of 50 years in Europe and 70 years in the USA. At the end of life, the product is totally inorganic and therefore does not release any carbon dioxide back into the environment. The porcelain tiles can be recycled as an inert material. It is worth noting that tiles and stone are not flammable materials. Slip resistance. It is important that tiles designed for outdoor use have excellent slip resistance characteristics in order to prevent a slip accident from occurring, as the likelihood of them getting wet is inevitable. The pendulum test is HSE's preferred method of slip resistance test in the UK because it is accurate, portable and works in the conditions that slip accidents happen. It is also recommended by the UK Slip Resistance Group. This test measures dynamic coefficient of friction. It is designed to replicate a pedestrian heel strike, the point at which most slips occur. It works in wet and dry conditions. Based on recommendations from the HSE, You should use floor finishes that achieve a pendulum 4S slider 96 of 36 plus for shod foot areas, and or a pendulum TRL slider 55 of 36 plus for wet barefoot areas to achieve a low slip environment. As good practice, it is recommended for external floor areas to use a tile with pendulum 4S slider 96 of 40 plus and pendulum TRL slider 55 of 40 plus for wet barefoot areas due to potential slight variation from tile to tile and possible cleaning and maintenance regimes. Applications. 20 mm thick porcelain tiles combine versatile aesthetics with outstanding technical performance and stylistic continuity. They are suitable for many applications and can be laid both dry on grass, gravel, in raised floors, and with adhesive for the outdoor flooring of public and residential areas. The high tensile strength of porcelain tiles makes them suitable for vehicle transit when fixed onto a screed. Residential areas. The garden does not have to be considered as something completely detached from the rest of the house. A stylistic continuity between the inside and the outside can be created using 20 mm porcelain tiles. Outdoor areas such as balconies, terraces, verandas or garden walkways can be designed to match the indoor flooring. Public areas. 20 mm thick tiles are particularly suitable for outdoor floorings in urban areas, shopping malls, squares, pavements, walkways, parking lots, public green areas and meeting points. Poolsides and seaside resorts. 20 mm porcelain tiles can provide sufficient slip resistance to avoid accidents connected to walking on a slippery smooth floor with wet feet, and at the same time be resistant to water and other moisture, as well as the chemicals used to clean the pool water. They are the perfect solution to complete the external architecture of luxurious dwellings, wellness centers, and seaside resorts. Here are a few examples of creating a stylistic continuity using 20 mm porcelain tiles. Bring the inside out. This is a patio example. A further example is a balcony. And this is an example of a commercial project. Section 3. Potential issues and considerations. So far, we have explored the key benefits of the new generation of 20 mm porcelain and stone tiles, one of which is the design potential of creating a seamless transition from internal to external space. We will now review the potential issues and general considerations related to the external installation of 20 mm porcelain tiles. Relevant standards. It is important to follow the relevant recommendations in the British standards when installing 20 mm porcelain tiles. BS 5385 Part 3, 2014. Wall and floor tiling. Design and installation of internal and external ceramic and mosaic floor tiling in normal conditions. Code of Practice. BS 5385 Part 4, 2015. Wall and floor tiling. Design and installation of ceramic and mosaic tiling in specific conditions. Code of Practice. BS 8000 Part 11, 2011. Workmanship on building sites. Internal and external wall and floor tiling. Ceramic and agglomerated stone tiles. Natural stone and terrazzo tiles and slabs and mosaics. Code of Practice. BS 7976 Part 2, 2002 plus A1 2013. Pendulum testers. Method of operation. Potential issues. One of the potential problems with external installation of 20 mm porcelain tiles is that they are often installed by builders or landscapers who may have limited experience or access to guidance about working with tiles. There are multiple differences between installing concrete pavers and installing porcelain tiles, However, installers are not always aware of this. Incorrect installation can lead to problems in the future, such as tile movement or cracking, requiring replacement or repair. As with all types of tiles and slabs, water can enter through grout joints and travel through the capillaries in the cement, where it sits at the lowest point. Once the temperature increases, the water is released as a vapor, which permeates through the various layers. Some of this water vapor is forced against an impervious tile, for example porcelain, and therefore may not escape. The water becomes trapped until the saturation point is reached. The more water that is trapped, the greater the risk of damage to the tiling assembly. When voids form, water can become trapped, and during cooler periods the process of freeze-thaw can occur. This can lead to the screed becoming unstable. It is important that backgrounds, tiles, tile adhesives and grouts are stable to changing weather conditions, thermal fluctuations, water penetration and frost. The impervious nature of porcelain tiles can make it difficult for the mortar to bond with the tile. The low water absorption value of porcelain is an advantage in many ways. However, it also means that the tiles will struggle to absorb the adhesive material, which can make the tiles more difficult to install. This can affect the bond between the tiles and the surface, and can result in issues such as unstable tiles, movement, or cracking. In order to prevent this, it is therefore important to use a suitable primer to aid adhesion. General considerations. When tiling externally, it is important to ensure that adequate drainage is in place and appropriate falls in the screed are provided for the drainage of water. If falls are not correctly provided, puddles of water may form across the installation. Any falls should be directed away from the building, and there must be waterproofing at the junction with the property. BS 5385 Part 3 advises that gradients of between 1 in 80 and 1 in 35 are appropriate for traditional systems. However, the precise fall should be determined by the conditions of different areas, manufacturer's guidance, and the volume of water that should be removed. It is important that falls are not created in the tile finish, but that the tile finish follows the existing falls. Inadequate drainage and trapped water can cause material breakdown, instability, and eventually failure of the installation. At the design stage, it is important to make provision for movement joints. The various components that form a tiled installation, background, adhesive and tiles, all have unique physical characteristics that affect their behavior and cause them to expand and contract at different rates when subjected to things such as moisture, changes in temperature, and loading. This differential movement causes movement stress within the tiled installation, which can lead to failures such as grout or tiles cracking and tiles loosening and debonding. In accordance with British Standard BS 5385 Part 3 2014, for larger external floor areas, intermediate movement joints should be provided to form bays of size less than 10 meters by 10 meters. Section 4. A three-step installation solution. Innovative technology has enabled a three-step installation solution for use by anyone who wants to create a seamless transition from internal to external living space in and around the home, whilst ensuring both safety and longevity of the installation. Simple three-step installation. The easy-to-use three-step system comprises firstly a porcelain primer, a fibre-reinforced, polymer-modified cement-based primer, designed to improve adhesion when used with porcelain and stone pavers. Secondly, a high-strength fibre-reinforced mortar. Finally, the system includes a ready-to-use brush-in grout. It is air-curing and available in a range of colours. Before the introduction of this three-step installation system, it's important to look at the surface preparation. Surface preparation. Before tiling, the external area should be dug out to ensure that it is stable. The area should be deep enough to allow for a compacted hardcore depth of 100 mm to 150 mm for porcelain tiles. A fall should then be created by setting out the area to be tiled using a horizontal level line and a second sloped line to create a fall. The area should fall away from any property at a ratio of 25 mm over a 1.5 meter length. Alternatively, a drainage channel should be installed. To ensure rigidity and stability, compact Type 1 or MOT grade hardcore should be used. Step 1. Priming. To prevent any issues with achieving adequate bond strength with porcelain tiles, it is vital to use a fibre-reinforced polymer-modified cement-based primer. These are designed to improve adhesion and bond strength when applied to the underside of porcelain and other low-absorption types of paving. The properties of such primers are improved to provide the basis for optimal performance of subsequent layers. The general beliefs are that it creates a strong bond to the porcelain tile body, provides a strong key for the mortar to bond to, and has a long open time of 60 minutes between 3 and 20 centigrade. It's also very simple to use. You just mix it with water. Step 2. Laying. It's recommended to use a fibre-reinforced sand cement mortar, specifically designed for bonding concrete, natural stone and porcelain paving slabs to both hardcore and solid bases. The general benefits are that it offers excellent adhesion and improved flexibility to prevent cracking. The mortar only requires the addition of water and contains the specially designed additives to improve performance, workability and freeze-thaw resistance of the mortar mix. Further advice on the adhesive suitability and product specification should always be obtained from the adhesive manufacturer. Step 3. Grouting. Traditionally, a dry mixture of sand and cement mix was brushed in between tiles to act as a grout. For this technique, the surface of the tiles had to be completely dry, as any dampness would cause the mixture to stick to the surface of the tiles, and likely cause a stain. As the mixture is so lightweight, there are often issues with the sand not effectively filling the grout joint, allowing weeds to grow in between the gaps. For grouting, it is recommended to use a cement-free, brush-in permeable jointing compound designed for filling joints from 3 mm wide between concrete, natural stone and porcelain paving slabs. Such a permeable jointing compound is designed for filling joints from 3 mm wide between porcelain paving slabs. It is easy to use and can be brushed into the joints. It is air-drying and long-lasting, and is able to be applied in most weather conditions, down to a temperature of 3 degrees Celsius. The product should not be applied in heavy rain, as the curing process will be extended and may result in an uneven surface texture when the grout is cured. Before use, it is important that the ground is free-draining and that the sub-base is permeable. As the grout is air-drying, joint failure will occur if the sub-base is subject to continuous wetting. It is also important that folds are incorporated to allow the water to drain away. With porcelain tiles, it is important that a joint width of no less than 3 mm and a depth of no less than 25 mm is maintained throughout the installation. System Guarantee. The use of the 3-step system enables simple installation of anyone who wants to create a seamless transition from internal to external living space in and around the home. These systems are popular with tile fixers who are laying external porcelain tiles, as well as builders and landscapers, providing an easy way to lay the tiles to those who may not be familiar with the requirements of laying this particular type of tile. This allows home designers to come up with durable and effective solutions for working with the new generation of 20 mm porcelain tiles, ensuring that the jobs are completed on trend, in accordance with the current fashions, and also to the appropriate technical guidance. The ease of installation allows home designers to create increasingly modern designs with porcelain tiles in line with the current trends. It is recommended to adopt a system solution, as manufacturers offer a warranty for the whole installation. Direct fixing best practice. It is essential that all types of paving slab are laid onto a full bed of the mortar. Spot bedding or dot and dab fixing is not recommended, as voids beneath the slabs are points of weakness. The correct trowel should be used. When used correctly, the adhesive transferred and the pattern created should ensure 100% coverage when the tile is compressed into the adhesive. A solid bed of mortar, thickness no less than 25 mm, may be used onto hardcore which is not less than 100 mm deep. This video demonstrates the typical process of laying 20 mm porcelain tiles onto hardcore. Cleaning and maintenance. Porcelain tiles are one of the easiest floor coverings to maintain, primarily as their moisture-resistant characteristics make them difficult to stain. In the case of external tiles, this may be the removal of leaves, pebbles, or other organic matter. There is no need for bleach or any other harsh chemicals to be used in a general clean. Warm water can be used to clean the tiles, with the addition of a mild detergent, such as washing up liquid if necessary. This soapy water solution can be used with a brush to remove any dirt or residue present on the tiles. It is not recommended to use a brush with hard bristles in case of scratching to the surface. Porcelain tiles require cleaning around once or twice a year. but may require additional cleaning depending on their location. For example, if situated under a tree, frequent brushing may be necessary. Harsh chemicals such as bleach should be avoided, as the continued use of corrosives can begin to erode the surface layer of the tiles, which can negatively affect the water absorption of the tile by damaging the glaze. If there are stains present from algae, more intensive cleaning solutions may be required. If any additional chemicals are used, it is recommended to test a small amount of chemical on an inconspicuous area first to ensure no damage will be caused. Follow tile manufacturer's advice on cleaning and maintenance options. Learning outcomes. Throughout the CPD, we hope that you have developed an understanding of the following key points. The new generation of 20mm porcelain tiles offer versatile design potential and excellent performance for external tiling over traditional concrete pavers and timber decking. The potential issues with installing porcelain tiles and stone externally can be overcome with proper considerations and a system installation solution. A 3-step installation system can make the external installation of porcelain tiles and stone an easy and failure-proof process. What the performance features are of the products purposely designed for laying porcelain tiles and stone onto hardcore. We hope you should by now have improved confidence in choosing the appropriate fixing products and optimum system solutions to overcome the challenges. Norcros adhesives also offer other RIBA-approved CPDs. They are: avoiding common failures when specifying wall and floor tiling, tiling solutions using reinforced polymer technology for tiling, solutions for tiling onto anhydrite screeds. Thank you for watching. Norcros adhesives are always happy to provide specification support and advice at any stage of a project. For further information, please contact the company's specification service or visit the company website as shown on the screen.